Let's give it up for Dale Cheatum and Time Rebellion one last time. Hello everybody, I'm Eric Webster. I have the honor of speaking about Dale from his family and friends today. Try not to keep the mic too close. Can everybody hear? Yeah. Okay. I want to get everything started to have everybody understand. There's one thing Dale asked for is he didn't really want a funeral. He wanted a celebration of life. Today, that's what we're trying to do. I expect tears, but I really want joy and to remember him and have conversations about him today. And there'll be a lot of people speaking about him today, who he really was and what he brought to this world. So we appreciate that. Dale Cheatum, 61, died February 22nd, 2026 in Wichita. He was born February 14th, 1965 in Wichita. The son of Daniel and Anita West Cheatum, a longtime Kingman resident. Dale worked at Farrar Corporation for 28 years in Norwich and was talented. He was a very talented bass player for many bands over the years, and a lot of you that are here today got to celebrate that with him and were in the bands with him, and we know he was loved. With many local bands over the years, music was a lifelong passion for Dale. He loved rock and roll, and he was the happiest with a guitar in his hands, sharing his talent with others. He brought energy and laughter wherever he went, and he was often the life of the party. Dale believed in living life to the fullest and made sure those around him were smiling. Above all, he loved his children and family and deeply was proud of them. His daughter stated he never missed any of the kids' school activities, concerts, cheer events, which meant well to them to be the true father figure that they needed. His memory will live on through the music he played and the many lives he touched. Dale is survived by his son, Daniel, daughter, Deanna, mother, Anita, and sister, Paula. He was preceded in death by his son, Donnie, and his father, Dan. Dale, even in the end, on his deathbed, told family that he was at peace and he knew who he was and he had no fear. So don't fear the reaper, something that come to mind. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, the rain. We can be like they are. There are some people who move through life without fear, bold, loud, joyfully, unapologetically. As Paula and family stated, at the end, Dale was in peace, humor, courage, and confidence. For someone who was not overly religious, but clearly trusted God and faced death without fear. I'll bring to you verse 2, Timothy 4, 7 through 8. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Hence for there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness. Amen. Today, Dale wanted a true celebration of life. We gather not only in sorrow, but in gratitude for the years, for the laughter, for the stories that will be told again and again. Now, if we could just have a moment of silence for thoughts and prayers amongst everyone. God bless and amen. as we all know, that's how he lived his life, forever young. Dale would come to anything you asked him to at any given time. And I promise you, we called him many times at 11 o'clock. He's sitting on the couch watching TV, and he'd come have a beer with us. We were always grateful to have him there, and he was always the best friend when he showed up. I don't know anybody that ever had hard feelings for Dale, other than maybe Facebook people, because he gets a little out there. Like my father, matter of fact, that's how they became friends. Facebook buddies through turmoil and made sure that everybody knew their side of the opinion mattered. So, yeah, amen. We all were a little bit. I'm sure there's both sides in this room. So, but it doesn't matter. It's not about division. It's about bringing things together. And Dale wanted that, even though he may have been profound on the internet. To your face, he was the kindest person you'll ever meet. So I had a lot of opportunity to listen to the family and friends over this last week. Had fortune that his daughter's been staying with me, and I've been blessed to have her in my life. And one of the key reasons I'm up here today is because of her. And she is a strong part of the reason this was organized the way it is. All these pictures were put together by her. Her brother Daniel is just as good at everything, except for they were best friends together and did everything together. And it's got to be hard on two young kids to lose somebody so soon. So I heard one word mentioned. If you had to sum up Dale, who he was, he's charismatic, he's funny. The number one thing I think I heard, legend, comes to mind. He was a true legend. He was a rock star every single day of his life. And who can say that? Who started when they were young and finished when they were old and never stopped playing the guitar. That's great. A lot of people give it up. They walk away from it, but not Dale. Beer, guitar, and fun. That's all he was about. And we all celebrate that with him, for him, and continue on. I believe he's rocking right now. I promise you, he's up there playing bass and loving every minute of it. So I got to be a big part of going to see them in 2022 at the State Fair. They were in the Battle of the Bands competition. I don't know if you guys knew that. At that time, the band name was The Other Guys. Still had the same people that was in it today. But they were fortunate enough to get first runner-up. They didn't win it. They got offered the next year to go back to the State Fair, open up for Eddie Montgomery, which is Montgomery Gentry. The Gentry had passed at the time, so Eddie was there. I was fortunate enough to be a part of both those things, and I'm telling you, it's an amazing band, and if you've ever heard these guys play, they put something together. Now I know he's been through a lot of bands, and I wish I had a list of them, but I didn't have time today. So later on today, after this, Celebration of Life party continues at CJ's down the street. It is now called Tap House 54, so I don't want anybody to get that confused. But everybody here is invited, and we will have a microphone for anybody that wants to speak about him, and in more appropriate, because I know what some of you guys want to say, and some of it may not be okay here, which is fine, but it will be there. And we've got a great setup, and Colton will be playing some songs for us and speaking about it as well. Some of his loves were cars, Corvettes, obviously. Loved Coors and Miller. Speaking of Coors and Miller, they have both of them on. They went and bought some Coors and Miller and put it on display up there tonight. So everybody have a Coors and a Miller for him if they can make it tonight. He loved bowling, bass playing. His favorite movie was Step Brothers. He loved comedies. And Deanna mentioned that I guess they went storm chasing. Very young, he didn't care. He was chasing storms with the little ones. He liked that. So, and she loved it. Okay, now we got some readings from the family and friends, and then immediately after, I'll ask any family members if they would like to come up and speak. Friends, I would like them to speak, but I would like them to do it at CJ's. We're kind of on a time crunch here today, as there's an immediate viewing after today. So we're going to read through and celebrate Dan. This is from his son Daniel. My dad wasn't just my dad, he was my best friend. We did everything together every day. Playing gigs with the band, recording songs in the studio, going out to eat, working on our cars, working the same jobs, everything we did together. I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm sure we've played hundreds of shows, not now together over the last 15 years. I'd say what I've gotten passed down to me from my dad the most is our love for music. That is what really made us inseparable. Getting cops called at 2 a.m. for noise complaints, having the house crammed full of people, just jamming out. I'll miss being able to find clips on YouTube of crazy musicians, loud cars, or stuff getting blown up, and running out to the living room to show him and see what he had to say about it. I'm proud to say every moment with my dad was a great moment. I can't think of any bad moments if I try. That's how I know he did his part. Amen. Daughter Deanna. For all my 25 years, my dad was my best friend. I was for sure Daddy's girl, Daddy's little girl. He was the person I told everything to, the good, the bad, and the in-between. No matter what, he was always there. I'll miss the random 2 a.m. phone calls from him just because he missed me, and the music he would send, and I'll miss calling him at 2 a.m. because I missed him and just needed to hear his voice. That was us. He was my person. He introduced me to the best music, to the kinds you play loud with the windows down. Some of my favorite memories are the late nights I was supposed to be sleeping, but instead I was listening to him jamming out. And maybe even a cop or two knocking at the doors because the music was just a little too loud. That was Dad, full of life, unapologetically himself, always laughing, always making everyone else laugh too. Truly the life of the party. I'm so proud to say I can carry a lot of that in me. And Daniel carries the softer, quieter parts of him, unless he's playing the drums. Between the two of us, we get to keep all of who he was alive. Amen.
We love you, Kerwin.
I will forever cherish all the great memories we shared, and I will hold those last moments very close to my heart. You did good, Dad. I am who I am because of you and everything you showed and taught me. I will forever be thankful that it was one who got to call you my dad. I love you forever. This one is from Omen. Last night, I said goodbye to one of my friends. He went to heaven, and I hope to see him again. The room was filled with laughter, followed by tears. The thing that hurt the most was when he told his son and daughter, "I'm ready to go." There's some tears you just can't restrain. When God took his soul, but also took his pain, flying away the clouds with angel wings and rocking the heavens with just 4 strings. I'll break the ice a little bit because Paula had something funny to say. Paula says, "Well, Dale got my chicken and noodles recipe, but I'm still waiting on to get his liver and onion recipe." Now I'll ask this time for any family to come up and speak if they would like to at this time. Honorary pallbearers, please stand when I call your name. Alan Miller, Tim McAdam, Ron LaRue, Colton Gardelman, He's behind the curtain. Brent Staub. Gentlemen, I know you love this man very much, and if you would like at this time to come up and say something, I'm sure the family would appreciate it. If you don't, we can wait for CJ's, that's fine. Thank you for your time. All right, let's rock this last one. Went a little quicker than I thought it was going to go, but that gives us more time than CJ's. They're expecting us around 3 o'clock. It's open now, so anybody can go. I really hope that a lot of you can join. Sounds like there were many groups outside that knew Dale and different groups and bands that he was with, and I kind of tried to walk around and listen to some of that. And again, legend. The legend of the bass guitar. And I love to watch him play, and I got to see him a lot of times. Matter of fact, that was kind of a groupie a little bit. Hope all of you got to be able to hear him as well. So Tap House 54, CJ's, and Colton, and we'll have a microphone for anybody who wants to speak. Thank you.
I did the exact same thing.